Hi everyone, well welcome to Sugar and Crumbs, but today we're on tour. We're actually in Karen Davies' workplace and this is one of her studios that she's got here. So I'll just give you a quick wave to Karen, not sure if you can get her on camera there. And I've got Antonia with us this evening, so she's coming at a drive down. Obviously Karen and I have got to do a bit of social distancing here and I've asked Antonia to make me look slimmer than the intro. But anyhow, we've got Karen here, she's going to show you all these fabulous cakes that are in this studio and then we're going to knit through to where we're going to do the rest of the live and show you some demonstrations, show you some of her other amazing cakes. It's going to be a great night. If you want to buy anything tonight, nip over to the page sugarandcrumbs.co.uk, go to the Facebook Live's must-haves this month, and Karen has helped me fill up the website with plenty of stock for you. And if we do sell out, we're here in the right place. We can pick it all up, aren't we? Hopefully. So we're in for a great night. So I'm just going to move over while Antonia comes and Karen's going to talk you through all the beautiful cakes. And there's the cracker.
The original cracker.
Yeah, the original cracker, my favourite. Right, I'll go on through here. See you soon.
Oh, thanks, Karen.
You're all right, love.
Thank you. Right, okay. We decided tonight it would be really nice to show you lots and lots of cakes. I think there's nearly 40, something like that. So
They look
it
fantastic.
took a while to get them all out, to put them all out. Some are new ones, some are older ones. I think it's nice for people to see them because a lot of you would have been to the NEC if it hadn't have been for this awful year we've had. So you will have missed looking around at all the cakes and everything, and we do like to do a big
You do a
stand
fantastic
at
stand.
the NEC. We like to have a great big display, so we've sort of put the cakes on a mini display, if you like. So what I want to do, I'll go through and I'll talk about each cake, tell you what's on them, because a lot of you will already have these moulds, so it might give you some last minute ideas, because all our cakes are quick and easy. That's the hope, that's the whole idea of them. So a lot of you will have moulds that I'm mentioning already because they're older moulds, or it might be one you see that you think you might, oh, you know, I've got that one but I haven't got that one, I could do that cake then. There might be something you want to do. Carol will shout out any questions as we go along. Okay, so if I just move Mr. Snowman out the way a minute, you can just see this cake.
I like Mr. Snowman.
He's lovely. We'll just see this one here behind, this navy blue cake, the dark blue. I think it's a really nice change for a Christmas cake, isn't it? Christina made this one for me, Christina Ludlam, and she's used the navy as the colour theme.
That's such a beautiful cake. That,
Yeah, and it's got bits of gold, rose gold. In the detail there, so that's nice, and the baubles are just dried flat and on that cake and put on later. Lots of shimmer,
just reminds me of a Starry Nights type of thing, doesn't it?
Yeah. And this one as well she made for us. This is a nice 2-tier, just a, you know, your 8-inch and 6-inch cakes made to look like a snowman. And on this she's used our crochet mould for his scarf, and our knitted piece, our chunky rib. The baubles I think are off the cable knit. So we've got our buttons mould, quite a few things there. But that's just a nice simple fun cake, isn't it, to do? Very popular. Okay, now our snowflakes mould, that's this one, is on a lot of the cakes you're going to see tonight. In lots of different ways. That's a nice pale blue. I'll just turn that slightly so it's better for you. Please ignore the wilted tree at the top. It's 2 years old.
Oh, it doesn't look wilted to me.
It's very, very cold in here in the winter. So things like that, if it's, you know, so old, 2 years old, sometimes things get a little damp and might flop a little bit. But it's lasted well for 2 years. Yeah, we've got our snowflakes in a very, very pale blue. And then I've just used pale colours to do individual snowflakes on there as well. On the top is our Christmas tree and the snowman from our Christmas cookie mould. Okay, and here the little bobble hat is off our Knitwear mould. And this sort of cake, I do this a lot because you're not worrying. If you're not very good at covering a cake, this is the ideal answer. The sugar snowflakes. We've got others like the sugar flowers and everything, but they're very, very popular because all you have to do is sugar paste the top of your cake and then put the sugar snowflakes round the side. That's the mould. You just roll the paste in to that, take it out, trim the edges straight and put it straight onto your buttercreamed cake. Okay, so that's a nice easy way to decorate your cake. I can lift this up a little bit because everything's a bit trapped in. There's so many. Whoops, it's hard to see them all. Okay, there's the snowman again from the Christmas cookie mould. And the trees on that are actually from the autumn leaf mould. Okay, there's twigs on the autumn leaf, which make great Christmas trees. So some of them have lustered, some of them have sparkled. And again, that is 2 years old, so it is. Some of the trees are a little bit soft and broken because they've been here for so long in the
Karen,
cold.
you can't tell.
Can't you?
No.
Good. I'll tell you all the faults. No one can see them.
No one can see them.
Point out.
Stop pointing them out.
No, okay.
They're
all
actually
perfect.
Yeah. Well, they look perfect.
This one is. This is perfect.
Can I just say, everyone's absolutely loving it. We've got a really fantastic audience. And that navy blue one has just been a wow. Because it's something different.
It
They
is.
just loved
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Something different is it's good, isn't it? Now, I said to Carol, these penguins, this is our star penguin on the top here. It feels horrible to say, but it was my least favourite out of the new moulds we brought out. I did this cake, and now I think it's probably up there with the favourite
Can
ones.
I just interrupt?
Yeah.
We're not on YouTube, guys, because we've come down here and we're not on tour. We haven't got the connection on the iPad to be able to put us on YouTube. We used to be able to, but I forgot to set the link up for it. So Antonia's going to download it tomorrow and upload it to YouTube tomorrow. So for now, you're going to have to watch us on Facebook. Sorry, guys. But if you've got a smart TV, flick us over. I don't know, can you do that? Flick us over onto the TV.
Mm-hmm. I know you can, but I don't know how to.
No. Neither do I.
Earlier, Carol asked if I was using or showing the wild meadow, and I said no. There it is. Yes, there it is, as icicles on the side of the cake there. So usually that's green and grassy, but you can do it like this, get that nice icicle effect. And the top round there, I've just put little sugar sprinkles around there, which looks quite nice to disguise the join. Okay, a little bit of sparkly snow on there. Now the penguins around the bottom, they are off the other mould, the Christmas stars mould, where you get 6 different Christmas stars, all in different shape, different characters, like Santa, your snowman, Robin, your penguin. So that's the smaller one off there, and they have these 4 of them have larger matching stars, so it's nice to have them to go with the cake. Okay. There it is, that's the penguin, that's the large penguin mould. You get a snowflake, holly and a little bow, so you can do them, decorate them with different things.
The bigger ones are lovely, aren't they?
They're great for the cookies, for the tree and things, they're good.
I think, just let me interrupt again, if you've got Facebook on your TV, you'll be able to swish us over to there and watch on there. But YouTube, you'll have to wait till tomorrow. Sorry guys, we couldn't win it all,
Right, okay, this cake, this is I love these soft pastel colours, the greys and the blues on this cake. That's our Winter Village mould, which I can show you here. They're the houses and the church, they're little buildings, your Christmas trees and a snowman. That's on these. So this is one of the moulds, of course, that's great for sugar paste, fondant, or for cookies, as you will see on the next cake. Around the bottom here is our Christmas tree mould, which is a really large Christmas tree, as you can see. If I did the full-size tree, it'd be that big, but you can just put less paste in and get a smaller tree, which is mostly what we do. We hardly ever use the full size, but it does look good if you do that. I saw somebody on Facebook, on Instagram the other day, and she'd done the tree and built it all up out of cookies, and it looked really nice. That's really good. And then the next cake here, this is a mixture of cookies. Is it? Oh no, it's all cookies. All the buildings are cookies on that one, and some of them are flooded with run out royal icing. Some of them are just piped with little outlines. I won't point out the faults, Carol.
No.
It is, I'll just say it's an old cake.
You don't need to tell them they're old
dear.
because they all look new and beautiful.
Yeah. It does
I
look
will
good.
tell you,
That's
I'm
good.
here and she's telling you know what I say to you girls, stop pointing out to the customers your faults. Karen, stop pointing out the faults.
Yes, boss.
Because nobody can see them but you. Me and Antonia can't see them.
No, I can't.
Oh dear. This 3-tier at the back here, the snowflakes around the bottom again. And I've done them with a luster and a sparkle on. Make them look really pretty. I don't know how much the camera picks up the sparkle. If you can see it twinkling away there. I think
Yeah, a
maybe
bit.
just, yeah, I think the lights help, don't they, to pick up the sparkle. And then I've used the winter wreath to do this frame around Santa, do a nice winter wreath using our winter wreath mould. And Santa is from the Christmas cookie mould. And then round the top here we've got all the little stars from the Christmas star mould. And you see what I mean there about the different characters, all star shaped. So they all match.
A few people can't
Nice.
believe they're 2-year-old, these cakes. But some of them are though, because we were here and showed them last year.
Yeah. Okay, this one, Carol, is one of Carol's
Yes,
favourites.
it is,
She
I
loves
adore
the
it.
colour of this. I would never have thought, I think it was my daughter Alice said about do the snowflakes in red or something, do them brighter. And I think it does look really Christmassy, doesn't it? So I've mixed the Christmas cookie, that's these three here, the snowman, the reindeer and Santa from the Christmas cookie mould, with the little gingerbread boy and girl just there. Well, that's the winter wreath mould, by the way, that I've used on quite a lot. You'll hear me comment on that a lot. You get lots of different things on there, everything. You poinsettias, 2 different sizes, Christmas roses, holly, ivy, the different branches, Christmas tree branches, mistletoe, fir cones. Have I missed anything? Not sure. Okay, oh, and that's the stars. There we go. They're the Christmas stars that I'm using on a lot of them that you saw here at the top of the cake here. There's Santa. Okay. So pop that back in there. Oh, I've missed one out, haven't I? Rudolph.
And I like that one as well.
I do.
Well, I like them all.
Yeah.
I can't really say I've got a favourite,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there's some that catch your eye straight away, aren't there?
Right, just down here we've got Rudolph. I'll tilt him up. I'll just show you the mould first. That's the bigger Christmas star, the reindeer star on there. And I've used that on the top centre of the cake there. The writing I've just done with a food colouring pen. But when you do that, make sure that your sugar paste or your fondant has set, you know, overnight at least, because if the pens do sink in if the icing is still soft. And then here on the sides, I've used the little reindeer off the Christmas star mould. Of course, they've all got black noses because Rudolph is on the top. Okay. And it's a nice easy writing that looks effective. You just sort of do very casual, easy writing. Just put a little dot at the end of each line or whatever. Okay, we're going to the tree now. This is one of our cookie trees. And this is just the cookies that came out last year, the cookie moulds. The Christmas cookie, which has got your Santa, your snowman and reindeer. Okay. And then we've got the gingerbread as well, little gingerbread boy and girl. There's one of the little girls there, little girl. And there's a little boyfriend up there.
He's a bit far away, isn't he?
Yeah, they've had a row. Yeah. Oh, these two are happy. There you go. They're together.
Yeah, they're the happy couple.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Brina
I love
Arnold
doing
says
those.
she's
Oh,
made
yeah.
148 mini cakes using these moulds.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
She's been making
yeah.
telling me she's been making cakes for the church, loads of people.
Oh, yeah, that heart is with the gingerbread as well. You get a little heart with snowflake on, which goes quite nicely with the gingerbread people. Oh, the other things on here are, I've used the Knitwear cookie, and that's just painted cookie. See the back? So I've just painted it with the blue and put a little sugar paste snowflake on. Yeah, and there's the mitten. Sure, there's another one. Oh yes, and the hat, the bauble hat. Okay. They've been very popular again this year. The last one. Oops, smashed. No, I won't show you that one. I'll show you. I'll find another one. I've just, here it is. Here's another one. Just smashed a snowman. That's one of our first moulds we brought out many years ago. The snowman bow, that one. The one I dropped was the snowman bauble. Okay, so they're great for, doing in your sugar
They were the
paste.
very first 2 moulds I bought them.
Oh. Right at the back here, we've got a Christmas tree. That you would have quite a bit of trimming to do on your cakes. If you did 3 tiers, you'd have to trim them to shape or whatever. So it's like a tiered cake, just stacked together. And then I've covered it with the branches from the winter wreath mould. And then used the Christmas stars as decorations round the side. And then the larger
It looks
Santa
fantastic.
star on the top. Yeah, it's nice, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something
They're
a
all
bit
nice.
different.
They're all amazing.
Yeah, and they're the pearls from our pearl border mould. It took me ages to get, because we're all so close together, it kept stopping because it was hitting the wall, then it was hitting this cake. So eventually it's okay. Right, this one is lovely. This is another Christina one. And she's used all the Christmas stars on that, the winter wreath. And isn't it a nice idea to stand the cake on the side as well?
Yeah. Christina, if you're wondering who Christina is, Christina Ludlam makes cakes for Karen. Karen and Alice make them, and Christina makes them as well. If anybody ever wants to go on classes with Christina Ludlam, I highly recommend them. I've been on several classes and they're amazing.
That's the Santa with the
When he
top
comes
of the
round.
tree. Yeah, when he appears, he's very slow. Come on, Santa, you've got to get a bit quicker. You've got a lot of work to do soon. Yeah, that's that mould there. Okay, and then over here we've got this lovely reindeer, again by Christina, with
Love
the
that.
Christmas stars and just nice simple cut out pieces for the reindeer's face. It's just how
Love
they're put
it.
together, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're just perfect. It's lovely in our bow mould there. And then here there's a lot of cookies that are on sticks. So that's basically what I dropped a few minutes ago. Okay, and you bake the cookies with the stick in them.
People just love that mould though. It
Yeah.
sells over and
Yeah,
over
yeah.
again.
That's one of our most
Yeah.
popular Christmas moulds. It's just so simple
Yeah.
and easy to use. Yeah, so any of these can be done as cookies, as you can see. They're all out there. Don't want to turn round. Yeah, so you see the gingerbread people, the Christmas cookie with the Santa, snowman and reindeer. And there's some of the stars here, the penguin, Santa, the reindeer and the snowman. They look lovely as cookies actually, don't they? The individual, the bigger stars. They look really, really nice. Okay, and onto this table. Now this is mostly gingerbread people. on
Can I
this.
just say something?
Mhm.
On this mould that Karen's going to tell you about now, I've not put in stock what's the roof called? It's brickwork, isn't it?
Oh yes, there.
And then
yeah.
there's the Royal Icing Essentials.
That's right.
If anybody wants those moulds, can you let me know tonight? Just say on here, and I'll add them to the website for you. They are on the website. I've just didn't ask Karen before we went live.
You
for stock.
did. Yeah, you did mention. I said, oh no, I haven't used the Royal Icing.
Yeah, I did have a conversation with Karen.
Yes.
I said, which ones are we showing? She said, no,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
not
showing
Carol's
these.
fault. It's mine.
But just in case you do want the brickwork one and the essential Royal Icing mould, just say, Carol, I want them. And then when I finish tonight, I'll order them and I'll put them in stock tonight so that you can order them.
yeah.
Do you want to go and show them?
So that's on here. That's the brickwork mould. Okay, and it's just got some royal icing, or you could use softened sugar paste, just piped along and brushed down to get the nice snowy, like a melting snowy effect. And then here we've got the royal icing essentials. So it all looks like it's piped, but it's not, and that's the piped shell border there, which just saves you making up royal icing, doesn't it?
brilliant,
And you know, it's easier to keep that straight than try and pipe it
Yeah.
all identically.
That's a good thing. You don't have to worry about your piping skills.
No,
And every
no.
shell's evenly done.
No, I first brought that out years ago when I used to teach classes, and people used to have like arthritis in their
Yeah.
hands and things, and they struggled with the piping.
Yeah,
Even when
brilliant.
they could eventually do it, it was so tricky. So that's one of the reasons I brought out royal icing moulds. I think they were the first ever.
We're going to show you how to colour the cookies later. Some of them are brushed on with powder, and some of them Karen does have to use rejuvenator But you can, if you don't want alcohol, you can use lemon essence.
Okay, so that's the gingerbread mould there, and you get the little tiny ones as well. You could actually, if we haven't got any examples. Oh yes, I have. I've got an example out. But on the wall here, we've got a photograph there. You see, of a cup of hot chocolate and the little gingerbread man.
Yeah, looks fab, doesn't it?
Rather painfully cut, so he fits over the cup. So they look really nice as well to do on other things. Oh yeah, there's another one there. Cupcakes, little gingerbread cupcakes.
They're cute, aren't they?
Yeah, with the little mini gingerbread people on. I think a lot of people buy these because they think they're so fiddly and time consuming to do, but they're so much nicer. There's more detail on these. They're much cuter than the plain ones that you buy.
There's actually no mould for the gingerbread house itself. You'll have to make that yourself.
Shame.
Yeah, you have to make that yourself. I don't know, do you have a template or anything for it, Karen?
No.
No, did you just guess it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, as we went along.
The best thing to do is make your roof and then work out the rest of it. Then once you roll out your cookie dough, you can then cut its size before you put it in the oven, can't you?
Yeah, well, it's not. This is actually a cake. It's not a gingerbread house as such. It's actually a cake.
Oh, is that a cake?
Yeah, sugar paste
right,
cake.
there you go.
Yeah, so
That was my thought earlier.
Yeah,
I went, is that
sponge or
gingerbread?
fruit.
Oh,
Did
it's a
I-
house.
oh, did I
Yeah,
say
earlier,
yes?
and no, and you went, oh no, it's a cake, and I went, oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Anybody who wants the royal icing moulds, do make sure you message me on here. I'll activate them on the website. I'm going to put some in stock while we're going live, and then I can grab them off Karen later. A couple of questions there. Let's just see what they said. Jackie Richards said, could she request to see the cupcake wreath that Christina made, please? Is that here or is that in the other room?
Cupcake wreath.
Wreath.
I don't know what that is.
No, we don't know what that is, but we might
Cupcake
stumble across
wreath.
it. Jackie, just try and think, is it called something else? Anyhow, so
I'll
I'll
carry
leave
on
her
for
off.
now. Yeah, and then we'll try later. Yeah, so that's everything about that, isn't it? It's got the Christmas tree on as well, and the snowman off the Christmas cookie mould. That's the actual mould there. I don't think I've shown that yet. With the 3 Christmas on it. Okay. Right, at the back here we've got a lovely gingerbread theme on that cake. I love that. I love the wavy line.
So somebody, Karen just
Pipeline.
said, the photo of the gingerbread man on the cup featured in one of the baking magazines that came this weekend.
Did it? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I've not seen that.
Yeah. Karen, let us know which magazine it was, because Karen Davies doesn't
Might have
know
been one
which
of our
it is.
adverts
Yeah.
or something, I don't know. Oh. Yeah, okay, so that's nice, the different ideas on that one with the gingerbread. And then to the right of that cake, we've got a cookie jar that Christina made, which is another nice idea,
I love
with all
that
the
one.
cookies peeping out the top. And then on the board there's some loose cookies, half-eaten cookies, the mini gingerbread people. Nice.
It was on Karen's Facebook page this morning. It's got the baubles on.
Yeah, Alice does all that as well, so
I'm going to
might
put
not
the
have
royal
seen it.
icing and the brickwork in stock as soon as we get back in the other room, and then you'll see what price it is. I just can't remember offhand. Can you remember how much they are, Karen?
Which, sorry?
The royal icing essentials. How much is that?
I think it's $17.99. Okay, we've got the gingerbread people here in fancy dress. Mary and Joseph. Okay, all I've done there is I've put different coloured paste into the mould for their clothes, and then just added little headdresses there.
And your baby gingerbread man.
Oh yeah, the baby Jesus.
It's
Little
not
baby
there.
Jesus is in there, as you can see, wrapped up in his manger. And then we've got the little sheep or lamb, and that is actually the horse pretending to be a donkey. So we did him in grey, donkey sort of colours, made him look like a donkey, hopefully. And the sand here is a little bit of brown sugar. Okay, around there, this is here's the driftwood for the stable. Okay.
Another one that you said we weren't using.
I know. There's so many. There's so many. I keep looking at oh no, there's another one.
Don't worry, Karen, I'll put them in
Right, there's
stock.
2 easy cakes either side here. Right, they're both exactly the same, just with different characters on the top. And just iced slightly different colours. Both green and red. Okay.
Oh, it's in Cake Decorations and Sugarcraft magazine.
Yeah, it might be in our advert.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, okay. So they're just your nice, quick, easy, simple cakes. Now this one, Christmas cracker.
There's the Christmas cracker,
Yeah.
girls.
That's what Carol's been making this week. On here, there's the Christmas stars. It's a good way to see the difference in the sizes there, you see. So that's off the Christmas stars with 6 on, and then that's the individual Santa on the top. So you can see the different sizes there. And the winter wreath is just here and here to finish it off. Looks really pretty. So I'll just put these moulds back.
Right,
So
we're
now,
going to do a bit of a jig to the next
gonna
room.
move out and into next door. I do wish we had a door through. One day maybe. Okay, and then more cakes.
And more cakes.
The next episode. Okay, part 2. Okay, here I've got this lovely 3-tier cake. At the bottom, the snowflakes, Christina did this one as well for me. The snowflakes here at the bottom have been brushed over with silver. So you see it's just on the top. If you use a big flat paintbrush, you can just paint over and it just picks up the snowflakes. That works really well, it's really easy to do. And then she's just used the winter wreath and some of the snowflakes. You do get individual snowflakes as well with the snowflake mould. Okay, and here's, just knocked something off there. Very similar idea, using the snowflake mould, and then this time she's added in the baubles with the winter wreath, and that's really nice, isn't it? The colours on that are beautiful, really delicate. And then we go down to the front. There's a big one here with lots of baubles on, trailing leaves. Yeah, just lots of baubles to make a big wreath around that. It's got a little bit of damage as we've moved it around, but it's very popular, that one. And next to it, similar idea, but on here, this is the plaited borders. There's another one I didn't tell you.
Another one that you
Plaited
said.
borders with the winter wreath and the baubles on that one. Again, in really lovely colours. Okay, and then just behind it here, we've got another sort of spray of Christmas flowers and leaves from the winter wreath. That's the twigs again, you know, that I used for the trees. For the Christmas trees, that's just done in silver off the autumn leaf, and then the trailing leaves on there, and the baubles, all in nice pale blues and greens. Okay, we'll stay at the back there. And again, we've got the snowflakes done in a nice blue-grey colour. And the Christmas stars, snowman from the Christmas stars. And then the individual larger snowman as well. And they're individual snowflakes, again, from the snowflake mould. And then here, there we go, we've got this board that Christina's done. It's ideas for cookies, but I think they make a really nice idea just as a cake top, you know, a design for the top centre of your cake. And she's used the winter wreath again. Yeah, you hear that a lot. It's so handy, so useful, that winter wreath. For all sorts of things.
There's a few ladies that said they use that winter wreath loads of times.
Yeah, I think it's one of those that you use every year because there's so many different designs it works with.
Yeah.
It's one that you can, you know, use a lot and you go back to time after time. This is just absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Love this one. Colours are really, really nice. So all the baubles are in the fault line. They're very popular at the moment, aren't they? And they're just the winter wreath in the background, lots of baubles and snowflakes. Very pretty. Getting tangled up a bit now, because be careful where I go. So this one at the back here, you can see this is our reindeer, stag's mould, sorry, the rustic stag mould. And there are different little scenes there. You can see the stag's head. Are you okay with the camera? It's hard to reach, isn't it, to see? Okay, so there's 3 different scenes. Ooh, and there's the mum and baby there on that side as well. And I've done it with using the trailing leaves and the autumn, the twigs again from the winter leaves. Not winter leaves, what am I saying? Autumn leaves. Winter wreath, autumn leaves. Okay, and then I've used the bauble, the stag bauble from the bauble mould round the top. Okay, just to match. And then here we've got this little, oh dear, some of the little pieces are falling off there. This dark blue cake, again, dark blue, it's very popular at the moment. So we've just done lots of blue baubles, the winter wreath just in white with snowflakes, and then this is a little modelled angel that I've made by hand. I've used our head mould on it, piped her hair and cut out a star using the snowflakes mould. So she's very cute. Okay, I think, did I do that last year for you?
Which one's that?
The angel with star.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so somewhere back in the archives.
So ladies, we're going to be putting Antonia's going to climb round Karen's kitchen
Without breaking anything.
without breaking anything. So we've got a little bit of jiggy going on. So I know your camera might be going up and down, but don't worry, it's the best we can do for you. We are actually on a handheld at the moment.
Yeah, so if you've not felt seasick up till now, I've done a good job.
Aww.
And then, just to let you know, I put the royal icing in stock, and I put the bricks in stock as well. So everything is on the Facebook Live must-haves. If there's anything you want, Karen stocked us up well and proper. And if it sells out, do not worry, we can top up before we leave. And before you ask, marshmallow is out of stock. When's it coming in, Karen?
We've just had notification it's on its way. It will either be tomorrow or the day after. So it's this week.
So we should have it by
very,
Friday,
very soon.
hopefully.
Yeah, very soon. Okay, now more cakes. This is the last little display of them. So the first one here at the back. Okay, if you go to the left, you see the white cake with all the knitwear on. Yeah, just there. On the top, the bauble hat. You'll see more of those in a minute. That's just a little muffin, a mini muffin, covered with the knitwear to make a little bauble hat. And that's the snowflakes at the top. Our knitwear mould for the jumpers and sweaters and mittens. That middle tier is made from the cables, our knitwear mould and chunky rib. So that's always popular. All the knitwear, you'll see this is like, we're going across the knitwear range now basically, because it's gone mad this year.
They've gone mad for the knitwear.
Absolutely mad,
I
yeah.
think you've set a new craze with the gonks, as I call
No,
them.
well,
And the gnomes.
Yeah, we did do last year. That was
You
the
did.
gonk or gnome. I call gnome or gonk. We did last year. That was the first one I made, and I absolutely loved it. Again, he's just made of muffins inside. But there's Terry's chocolate orange. They're all using, isn't there, in the group and everything. Yeah, I'd completely forgotten about that because years ago we used to do walnut whips.
Yeah.
Chocolate orange, anything with a shape, you'd look at it. I still do it now. I still look in the supermarkets for anything I can adapt or, cheat with, which you'll see later, which I will tell you about later. Yeah, I completely forgot. And I used to do a chocolate Christmas pudding, just covered, not the Maltese, not the Malteser ones, just covered in chocolate paste, and so there's lots of different things you can do with them. So there's so many different ones here you're going to see. They're dressed in the red, in the knitwear, for the hat, the clothes, legs, shoes, everything. But you can change how you do it. You can use the chunky rib, chunky knit, lots of different ways. And this here is beard. It's just made from a clay gun or extruder on this one. So you see the different effects. But this bauble, most of the baubles are made with a sieve. You soften your paste with Trex, push it through a sieve, cut it off and stick it onto the bauble. This little Santa here, his beard is done that way. Okay.
Is he the one you made in our kitchen the other week?
Yes.
Yes.
So there is a demonstration of this on Sugar and Crumbs from a month ago. It'll be a month ago.
And we've also got all your little hats that you did last year.
I don't think I made him last year, did I?
No, you made him this year.
Yeah, last year. He was from last year, but this one I did make for you this year. Okay, so if we move up to the shelf here, you see these two little gnome couple. The reindeers aren't icing, by the way. they're just for decorative purposes. Okay, but these are made from mini muffins. These little gonks here. Oops, as you can see. Okay, and you can use one here and one under a hat as well if you want to. You sometimes have to trim them a little bit to get some shape or whatever, just so they work. Again, it's very similar. Here you can see the snowman bauble, the snowman bow on that cake, and another mini muffin bauble hat on the top, and the snowflake border around the side of the bottom tier. Then at the back we've got the larger gnome here, little girl gnome. Now she is real cake under there, obviously. It's made with Molly Robbins' Creature Creator. Really useful, isn't it, when if you want to do something like that, a novelty cake. It's so easy to do, so easy to use. I think last year I did, remember Frosty, the snowman?
Yes.
I've only just thrown Frosty.
We've never got over Frosty.
No, I got the letters the wrong way round, the alphabet, didn't notice, didn't have my glasses on, and embossed the F for Frosty the wrong way round, so he looked like Prosty. So that was his name then from then onwards. He was lovely, I loved him.
Yeah.
But I got the box out this year and he just like disintegrated basically in the box, because the real cake, you know, underneath they don't last as long. Okay, so here again we've got little boy and little girl gnome on that cake. Are you okay? Can you manage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult
Trying
because
to
of social
keep
distancing.
apart and stretch apart. It's hard, isn't it? Oh, yeah, so we've got the girl and the boy there. The girl's plaits are from our plaited borders mould for her hair. That makes nice, easy, bless you, nice, easy hair to do there. Okay, and then down on the table, on the worktop here, you see lots of different muffin hats here. And it is quite fun doing these. I think these, if I had time to do them for Christmas Day, I'd do one for everybody, you know, for the table or something. But you don't actually, this is the year to do them, because you don't need to make many, because we can't have anyone. So this, you only need a couple. That's it. Yeah. So because there's no big tables and all that. And these would be good actually. These tiny, they're just the mini muffins, the little tiny ones. Okay. And these are the bigger size muffins. That one there is actually, we did the teddy bear head, hopefully to look like a polar bear. Okay. And next to it, I like the one to the left with the reindeer on. That's out of the star, the Christmas star, the reindeer's head off there. Okay. And then right on the front, these are just from the knitwear mould, the mittens and the hats in grey and white. And there's the snowman, star snowman. And then there's the cookies, which I am going to run through the cookies tonight as well. We're going to do a little bit chocolate cookies and mince pies. It's more sort of quick demos and showing and explaining what to do. Okay, but we'll just finish off now with these two. These are quite similar in a way. They've both got winter wreath round the top. I'll tilt that down a little bit so you can see the top. I do like the effect of that on the top there, just all in white and lustered. I think it looks really pretty, very classy. Okay, now that's just got the baubles hanging down from it. This little string here is the plaited borders. It was one of the small ones, and I've actually moulded it and then cut it in half to get the thin string, but it sort of looks like a rope effect.
Can you just stop me, Karen?
Yeah.
Can you show them? Have you got the mould there for the mittens? You've got the mould.
Yes, it's at the end.
What's
yes,
it called?
I've missed the knitwear. That's
The
it.
knitwear, Helen.
The knitwear mould.
So Helen Williams, the mould for the mittens is called the knitwear.
Okay. Now you do only get one mitten, so you don't get left and right. If you want them to look like a pair, what you do is you put them like that, because when you buy a pack of, sorry, I'm going to tell Carol, forgetting you're all here.
Yeah, there's 400 people watching here there. There's only me here.
Oh dear, sorry. One day I'll get used to it. Yeah, so if you bought a pair of mittens, they're like that anyway, aren't they? Together in the pack, they put them like that, don't they, with the thumbs together.
Yeah.
So if you need to do to make them look like a pair on a cake, you just put them together like this. If you're doing it like the little girl here, the gnome, what I did was, I haven't got the small one actually in sugar paste, but you see I had one hand and I didn't have that hand, so I moulded that. Then I used the knitted piece and I took that mitten as a pattern to cut round it, so I cut it out by hand for the opposite side.
And this one's the...
That is the knit, yeah, that's the knit that's on most of them, and to do the other glove, to do this, because it's the same size and pattern and everything. Now, how can I move this? I need to.
Karen, can I just ask you
Yeah.
a question?
Yeah.
Have you got any stag moulds in stock?
Yes, not many, but
Not
I have
many.
got some. I can have more tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the final cake there, just with the Christmas stars on the side, snowflakes, winter wreath, and that's our bark, woodland bark with snowflakes on, and it looks nice just done in white as well. Okay, so that's it. That's all the cakes I've got out. Oh, I forgot to show you the tree. Finally, the tree. I don't know whether it's better if you go round
Probably.
that way, so it's facing.
Okay, bear with me, guys. I'm so
that
sorry.
way. She's got to manoeuvre herself around all these
It's
lights.
like an assault course in here
Without
that I
tripping.
set up for myself.
Without tripping or anything. Okay. Yeah, she got there in the end. Okay, so this tree here is it's just decorated with the baubles, the Christmas baubles.
You've done very well, Antonia, jumping around there. You know what? You lot have got to give Antonia a round of applause. She has nibbled through this lot. How she's not tripped over and knocked everything over, I don't know.
There's time yet.
No, don't jinx me!
No, it'll be me.
Let me do it at the end.
It'll be me, don't worry. Yeah, so you can see there's the star snowman just here. There's the reindeer of the baubles. Just there, that's nice, the colours on that one. Okay, so they're all just brushed and dusted, and you'll get an idea with all these later. Okay. So now I'm just going to see where I'm up to. I've started to warm the chocolate, I hope, to melt it. Yeah.
Right, so while Karen is just getting herself organised in the background, Antonia is going to do a bit of a dance, getting you back. So you're going to probably see the floor a few
No,
times.
I'm just going to put you guys on the overhead.
On the overhead.
I don't think you want to see this bit.
So I've seen some of you comment about the marshmallow, how delicious it is, and you can't stop eating it. I think we should only sell that in small bits just for you lot, because none of us ever want to give it away. There's a few ladies who've commented they've tried it for the first time and they couldn't stop eating it. So well done, Tony, they're saying.
Yeah.
So that was Antonia going round for you there. She's done very well. And I need to give Antonia a round of applause. She's never used this system before. And I asked her, would she do it? And she said, go on then. And give her a due. She's come here. She's cracked it. I think what time did we arrive here? Was it 4 o'clock?
Thereabouts.
So we got here at 4 o'clock this afternoon. We've had a lovely tea with Karen. And chippy tea. It was great.
Any excuse.
Yeah, for a chippy,
No
yeah.
bad excuse, wasn't
Did
it?
my diet the world of good.
Oh.
But yeah, big thank you, Antonia, for sorting it out. She sorted everything out. I'm really very, very chuffed.
Right.
And, we're just plugging in the. Do you want to give me that? So we're just going to plug in the cable here to make sure we're wired up.
Tell me when we're ready to start.
When she comes back.
We're ready for you.
So we're ready. Yeah. So girls, just before we start, if you want a stag mould, how much is the stag mould?
19.99.
Right, the stag mould is $19.99. It's not on the website. Let me know and I can grab some and order some off Karen. Moulds are put into stock, including the icing essentials and the brickwork. So they're in stock now. Get whatever you can, because then I can take it home tonight and dispatch tomorrow, okay? If you don't buy it tonight, you may have to wait. Because Karen will dispatch tomorrow, which means I'll get it Wednesday, and then I'll have to dispatch Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, sorry, Antonia. Right, are you okay? You coping?
Yeah. I'm just making sure my cameras are syncing to the
Right, so we're just making sure all the cameras are syncing. And yes, Karen Davies has got one of our lovely pink boards. What do you think of our pink board, Karen?
Oh, I love it.
Well,
Best thing ever.
a lady messaged me saying she was watching one of your lives,
Yeah,
and Alice said it's a game changer.
Oh yes, it is. It is definitely so easy. Like,
And what are you going to make now?
oh
Karen?
right. Now I'm going to do some chocolate with the moulds. Now this isn't chocolate. Like, I'm not a chocolatier, right? I'm doing this I do it for my grandchildren or to decorate a cake for the house.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to sell it by any means. There's probably people watching who are good, who know exactly what they're doing.
I'm just going to should undersell yourself, Karen.
Something
I think
quick.
you do a great job.
No, something quick and easy. Now, tempering is scary. The word just scares me. I did it at college years ago and everything was fine. And,
But there's no point for your moulds. You don't need to temper for your moulds.
You're not going to get a shine or anything because of the material they're made of. They work, the chocolate will set, you'll get it out, but they won't be shiny, glossy, you know, like you'd buy in Thornton's or wherever, you know, you go. But I'll still show you how you temper it anyway. So I've melted that, and there's a certain temperature you need to get it to. I have got a chart there. Is that the right way up for you to see or not?
Other way.
Other way? That way?
Yes, we're working towards you.
Yeah, if you're being very professional, that's what you do, okay? I have got a thermometer, but I'm doing such a small amount of chocolate that I'm not going to bother with that. And like Karen says, it's not going to come out with a shine anyway. What you do, you melt in, and look, there's several different ways, 2 different ways of tempering chocolate, you know, with your thermometer, doing the temperatures. Or this is called, is it seeding, I think it's called, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. It always catches me out, that one. I always go to say something else. So I've melted the chocolate, and then you add, I don't know, it's about 1/4 to 1/3 to cool it down, okay, and get it ready to use. And I think it should go up a little bit more, a few degrees more again, but that's ready now to use in the moulds. So I've got a plastic piping bag, and I'm just working with small amounts because you will only have one of every mould. So it's not like you're going to fill 10 moulds or anything. You're just going to work with very small amounts, really.
Why you put that in the bag, Karen? Can I just show somebody the Stag mould on the camera? Can we go to this camera?
Yeah.
It's on the main camera at the moment.
This one?
Yeah.
So
if I just whack it in front.
So anybody who wants to see the Stag mould, because a few of you have asked me. Can I see it there?
Yeah.
So there's the Stag
Your phone
mould.
brightness is gone.
Pardon?
Just tap your phone screen.
Sorry. So if you want the Stag mould, it's not on the website. Message me in this feed, and I'll get them ordered for you. So I've already had one lady say she wants one. They're $19.99. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, Karen, back to you. Sorry.
Okay, don't worry.
For some reason,
No,
everybody's got a thing for Stag moulds.
Oh,
To be fair, reindeers are in this year. All the
Are they?
Christmas jumpers that I was looking at, it was all reindeers and the stags and the traditional.
I've just trimmed a little piece off the end to make a small hole, and I'm going down the side there because that really annoys me when you pipe in the chocolate in. You see that seam gets in the way. I probably haven't cut enough off actually. Probably need a little bit more, but ooh. Scared when you do it live, aren't you? Then you just suddenly snip too much off.
Have you showed them the chocolate ones yet? What you're making there?
Oh no, I haven't showed these yet, have I? I'll just put this in first. So I'm just going to pipe in some white chocolate.
Mind your head.
Sorry. Yeah. No,
Sorry.
What have I done? All right, I'll do this one. Yeah, you have to keep telling me if my head goes in. Because that hole is so small, it's great to just start by piping in the eyes. It's just to eliminate air. If I just pipe in quickly and fill it, you do tend to end up with air bubbles. And this is hard because I'm dying to lean over. I can't really see what I'm doing. So I haven't quite filled it.
You can, if you pull it closer towards you, you've got a bit more room at the bottom.
You
There you
can
are.
still see it, because I'm thinking I've got to be right under there, so you can still see it. I just take a cocktail stick and just move it around to see if there's any air that needs to escape. That's okay. And then I'll fill in the rest. Okay, it's nice to do it in 2 colours. And what you need to do when you're doing 2 colours is just let it set a little bit before you move on to the next colour. Otherwise you end up with marbled chocolate. Okay, that's enough for the penguin. And then the robin. Let's do, I think I'll just do his hat trim. And again, just finish it off with the cocktail stick. I mean, children could do this as well. It's just something fun and easy, quick and easy. And then his bauble. I'm not filling it right to the top because I don't want it to come out over this edge here into his hat. And then just push that up. As it starts to thicken and set, I could add more to the back of that. And then I'm going to do the heart here, which you could dust with a little bit of red if you wanted to when it's dry and set. Okay. And I'm not going too near the edges, because I just know I'm going to go over the edge and make a bit of a mess of it. So keep it like so. Okay. And then Santa here, we'll do his bauble. And his hat trim.
What's the name of this mould, Karen? She's star mould,
The
isn't
stars. This is
Sorry.
the Christmas stars.
it? I'm answering to people who want stags, so I've just lost a bit. Yeah, so this is the Christmas star mould. The Christmas star mould, this is the smaller stars. Karen actually does them in bigger stars, which she'll show you as well, which are individual.
Right, I'm doing his face white as well, white chocolate, and his beard. I'm just going to do his hat with the dark chocolate. So I just make sure I fill in all that area over his face carefully, like I say, to eliminate any air. If you're worried that you think you might have caught any, just put your cocktail stick. Just go gentle with it though, just dab at it. Okay, and then fill in the rest down here. Try and go a bit quicker. And the smaller the hole in the bag as well, if there's any air in the chocolate, you're more likely to pop those bubbles.
Karen Davies just said she's
I'm
making
just
some
answering
for
now,
you.
yeah. Karen Naylor's kindly doing me a list. I'm trying to respond.
Oh. Okay, just fill that in a little bit more. There, okay. So now I'm going to do the darker chocolate. The milk chocolate, I should say.
Oh, Kirsty loves them. And Josie, I think I pronounced your name right. Do you need to grease the mould first?
No, not for the chocolate, no. No, it's fine. Okay, so again, I've just put some chocolate buttons into this to change the temperature. Again, like we say, it's not going to give you a shiny, glossy chocolate when it comes out of the mould.
It doesn't matter, they look yummy.
It all helps.
I'm on a diet, but I could easily go through all your chocolate bars over
This
there.
is Haribo chocolate.
Yes, only the best.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's so nice. You sell it, don't you,
I
Karen?
do sell Haribo chocolate. Let me give you an update on Haribo, everybody. They decided to move warehouses, and then they've lost 13 pallets on the way to us. Well, not on the way to me, on the way to my supplier. And normally I buy direct from Haribo, but while they were closed, I've had to use another supplier. They've lost 13 pallets. So they told me they were dispatching on Friday, and then something's happened with the logistics. So they said that they'll be dispatching midweek. So I've taken them out of stock again because I don't want anybody shouting at me or Laura in the office that they're not here. So I'm waiting for a notification to say that they're definitely here. But the logistics keeps changing. It's very difficult to get Haribo from anywhere at the moment. Rose, if anybody who wants the stag mould, can you just say in this feed, I want the stag mould? Karen Naylor is taking notes of everybody, and then at the end of this, Karen will message me, tell me how many I need. So just please say, yes, please, I want the stag mould.
Now this one, the robin, I'm just going to put in his eyes first. And then his feet to make sure I don't trap any air in his feet, because that's the smallest, thinnest of areas. Just push the chocolate in. And when it's so small like that, it sets quite quickly. So work quickly doing that. Just do 1 foot at a time, one leg.
Oh, Annette's been making these today for her grandchildren.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I think they're great fun, aren't they? Though? They are lovely. Especially to give them like over Christmas. Here's a bit of chocolate for you.
Yeah.
They just love it, don't they?
Oh, children would love doing this.
Yeah.
Well, it's the end result, isn't it? It's so simple, and like you said, if you've got arthritis or anything like that, it's just
It's the end result and the leftovers. When you've got a bag of chocolate like this. Oh, gosh. Very naughty but nice.
Everyone's going crazy for this stag mould.
I know what we've done. The one mould we're not decorating.
Oh. Make sure you fill it right to up level with the back. Don't go over because the chocolate will run over the edge. But make sure you do it full, because if it's too thin, it's more likely to snap, you know, when you take it out. So really I should have left these a little bit longer, I think, because this milk chocolate is quite warm because it's been on the pan in the bowl, sorry, a little bit longer. Just going over there a little bit more. And then finally the penguin. Okay. So just fill them in. I can do this very quickly. Just need to squeeze that down. And it stays soft long enough, you know, don't worry. Don't think it's going to start to set before you finish them all. Oh, pardon. There we go. Fill in that mould. And a little shake to level it off like that. Now another tip, the way I've done it here is silly. It needs to be on a tray or a cake board, because now lifting that is going to disturb the soft chocolate. I always forget that bit.
Just push your mould a little bit further up,
Yeah,
Karen.
that way is it.
Yeah, move your cloth out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, head towards the cloth as well. Head
Yeah.
towards the scissors. Because the problem with this setup, guys, so I'm really sorry it's not as fluent as our normal one. I can only zoom in and out. So I can't move the image. So, yeah.
Right, I've got some I made this afternoon, but please excuse the chocolate in the middle, because I was trying not to waste any, and I sort of ran out and I was quickly squeezing out the ends of the bags for the middle one. So I think what I'll do is take the middle one out first, so it's less noticeable for the whole thing. Now what all you do, see, I just used up what chocolate I had left because no one really sees it. Just loosen it round the mould. This hasn't been in the fridge. They've just been here in this room. It's quite a cool room, to be honest. So there's our reindeer. See, he's had a bubble on that eye, but I'm not too worried about that. Let's loosen these off. I think I've just actually snapped the corner of this middle one as well, because it's such a mess. I just wish I'd done more chocolate. There's a nice present. That's come out beautifully. And then the snowman. I've got lots of these chocolates to show you in a second. It's quite scary taking them out, to be honest, but they do come out. And there's the snowman. Okay, so we just broke, the corner just broke off in there. Because I've done it while it was soft, some of the darker chocolate has come through. So what I'm going to do, if I put these to the side, I'll bring in and show you this dish of all the chocolates
Yummy,
we've
yummy.
made.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Okay.
Are they
now
for
is
all the
that
grandkids at Christmas?
Yeah.
Karen?
Or Barry thinks they're for him. That
Right.
way, right?
Yeah.
How's that? Yeah.
Does Barry like them? Yeah.
Oh yes. Who doesn't like chocolate?
No.
So you can see here we've done lots of different things. We've done some of the bigger ones using this Christmas cookie mould with your Santa, your snowman and the reindeer there. We've also done, another good one to do is the Christmas pudding top. That's nice, isn't it? And this is a great cupcake top. You know, if you want a chocolate top for a cupcake, do little chocolate cupcakes. That makes a really nice cupcake top. As do the baubles. You see, you can do chocolate baubles as well.
Karen, I have to say they look fabulous.
Yeah.
I've been looking at them all afternoon.
Yeah.
They look fabulous.
They're not
How you've not
perfect.
lost any this afternoon, I really
Yes.
don't know. But you see, I've seen how big I've grown.
Oh, no.
I've turned into a really curvy grandma.
They're not perfect by any means, but they are for children and for your own use and everything. I mean, some people, I don't like naming names or saying things, but I've seen sometimes chocolate on sale
Yeah.
at trade shows,
Yeah.
and it's very rough. It's just sort of
Yeah.
all thrown in. There's like
Yeah.
shapes, isn't there?
Yeah.
Certain shapes and things you can buy.
Oh,
Um,
I think anybody
and
getting one of
these-
these would just love it.
Yeah. I mean, I love that as well, the bauble where you put the different colours in.
Yeah.
It's just because it's quite thick when you pour it in, you've got to just watch any small areas. You could use, the other thing you do is use a fine paintbrush, as long as it's a good paintbrush with no
Yeah.
loose hairs. you can use a paintbrush to brush in the chocolate into the
Do you know what I
snow
think
area
is good
as well.
about
It's
it?
soft.
You can use
Yeah.
your moulds for cakes.
Yeah.
The fact that you can use them on your biscuits, the fact that
Yeah.
you can make chocolate, so they don't need to worry about
Yeah.
well, just using it for one Christmas cake.
Yeah,
You know what?
no.
Make your chocolate,
Yeah,
make your
yeah.
biscuits with
Yeah,
it, make your
yeah.
cookies with it.
Right, now, this is just something I brought in because I just thought it's a really easy thing to show you. Something you can do with your chocolates. Now this is actually a chocolate taut. This recipe for this filling is by Delia Smith, and it's in, probably some of you have got this book, that one, Delia Smith's Christmas, but the recipe is online.
I love Delia Smith.
Oh yeah, I can't, where is it? That's it, that's the recipe. Truffle taut. Now she only uses an amaretti biscuit base. Is that right? Yeah, amaretti. I get muddled with amaretti and amaretto. So yeah, she just uses that as a base, but this pastry case is actually from Sainsbury's.
We don't mind, you tell them.
Yeah,
We
I
like
didn't
cheats.
bake it myself. Okay.
We like
Now-
cheats.
Now this filling here, this was enough. That recipe in her book is enough for 2 of these. And they freeze well. I've just stuck my finger in it by mistake. They freeze really well. They keep for about 3 days in the fridge. So you can make 2 and freeze. I'm not sure about the pastry case. It should be okay. But it's so easy to do. It's just double cream, melted chocolate and liquid glucose. That's it. Okay. So I thought we can do something with this. Put some of the Christmas decorations that I've got here onto this. I'm just wondering what
I've got to agree with Mandy.
Yeah.
It's not Christmas until you've done a Delia recipe.
Oh yeah.
I used to love following her.
Yeah. I just don't know what to put on. I'm spoilt for choice. I don't
You
know.
are spoiled for
I
choice.
don't know.
Yeah.
I like the reindeer. Oh yes, I don't know. Or the snowman. Oh yeah, do you think the snowman? Because he shows up a bit more. I think,
He's a nice
doesn't he?
contrast, isn't
Yeah,
he?
if can you see that okay on the screen? But I'll show you what you could do. Some different ideas. You could do a few baubles. I'll put them around the sides.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. But I think I'll just put a snowman and some stars. So if he goes on there, and then we've got some stars, some sprinkles, just to put around.
Everybody loves sprinkles.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they?
Yeah, Pauline Privet says she's got her book and has made the tour every
Yeah.
Christmas. It's delicious.
Wow! But the best thing is, it says in the recipe, it says to put rum in the chocolate.
Yeah.
But yesterday I put amaretto in it. It's
Was it
gorgeous. Oh, it's good. Disarray.
Did you mix it in with the chocolate?
Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
so lovely. Really nice. Okay, so there's your quick.
There you go.
A nice, quick and easy
Dessert.
Christmas dessert. That's sorted.
Yeah.
But like I say, that recipe in the book
So you
makes
bought-
2 of these. I bought the pastry case in Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
They do a sweet and a savoury pastry, short crust pastry case, which has saved so much time. Right, I'm going to move these out of the way because that's the chocolate for now. And go on to the next part, which is cookies now, making cookies using the moulds. So if I move that out the way.
Can I
as
just
well.
say something to Karen Naylor? So, Karen Naylor, I know you're taking a list for me. I've stopped taking the list. The pressure's on you now, girl.
I needed Carol back on comments.
Yeah, Antonia's trying to do the comments and the cameras, so I'm going back to comments. And Karen, you take the list. Anybody who wants the stock mould or anything, the stag mould or anything I haven't got, please just say, and I can grab it tonight, and then we can dispatch straight away. We may run out of stag moulds because lots of you have ordered them already.
Gosh.
So I don't know how many you've got
We'll be
in.
making them tomorrow.
So if your stag mould doesn't leave tomorrow, do not worry. We'll
Yeah.
have Barry making
You'll
them.
have them by the end of the week. Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's only Monday, isn't it? So
Yeah.
we're making them, getting them to you Wednesday. They should have them by the weekend, really.
And Trish Collins, I don't mind you making a Delia's Christmas cake, but believe me, when you've tried mine, you'll swap. I may not be as big as Delia, but my
Yeah.
Christmas cake is good.
I can vouch.
Everybody who's at my Christmas cake loves it.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna go up there with Delia.
Lovely.
Let's take her on over the Christmas cake.
Oh, right, yeah. Now, I've done the cookies so many times at Carol's, but
Yeah, but you've got to do them again.
I'm going to do them again.
You've
But
got to.
it's just a very, very quick explanation, and then I just want to put something together that I've prepared to show you something I've never made before, but I thought I'll just have a little go and see what's what. Now, in most of the molds, you get the cookie craft recipe. You don't have to use this. You can use whatever you want, but it needs to be a recipe that doesn't spread when it's baked. Okay, so you can Google, you can search for them online, can't you? Cookie recipe that doesn't spread, all sorts of things will come up. People will suggest in this group, people will suggest their recipes for shortbreads or whatever that work well for them. But this one, I like making it because it's so easy to make, and it's funny because we get so many comments. We'll get people saying, I made my cookies but they're too soft, what did I do wrong? And then the next day someone will say, I made my cookies, they're too hard, what did I do wrong? So it does depend on how you bake them, how long for, which cookie it is, because some of them, like say the snowman head, we saw the bauble and bow snowman before, they're really thick, quite a thick mould, so that cookie will be softer in the middle, whereas if you do something smaller and thinner, it will bake harder. So it does depend on what size it is, the temperature and length of time in your oven.
Quick question, how long will the taut last if you want to do it for Christmas Day?
I think Delia says 3 days.
3 days.
It freezes well.
Oh,
But
freezes.
it does say in the book, yeah, if you search for the recipe online, look at the state of this book, I've used it a lot. Yeah, I can't even find it now. To just open on the page before, there it is. Yeah, the taut does freeze well, but since you can also make it a couple of days in advance, this doesn't really seem necessary. It's very rich. It tastes, it's lovely.
Quick question, Karen, a request.
Yeah.
Can they see your white Christmas cake with the winter wreath or autumn leaves, please? Have you got that out? Is that the one behind you there? Which one
That's
is
not
it?
autumn leaves. The one white with autumn leaves.
Is it in the other room?
I'm not sure.
If it's
Was
in
it
the other room,
grey
I'll
one
go
with
and
the
get it.
Stags, or if it gives more of an idea, we can certainly go through them again at the end or something. Okay, so the cookie dough. Now I've made this as gingerbread flavour, being Christmas and all that coming up. So I made this morning.
So just 1 second, Elaine Honeywell, can you use the gingerbread recipe for cookies? Yes, that's exactly what Karen's making here, but she's using the mould.
Yeah, so corn flour, the mould as normal. The cookie recipe, it's a very easy recipe. You just melt, you see the ingredients here. You put your sugar syrup and water in the pan, any spices you want to add, flavourings. Dissolve the sugar, dissolve that all together, then add your butter, melt the butter in it, then add your flour. And it's all
She said
made
it's
in
behind
pan.
you.
It's behind.
It's
So
like
is
one of
it
those things.
baubles?
It's one of those things in the theatre. It's behind you.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not.
Was it that one
Was it this one,
with the winter wreath on the top?
Louisa? Is it this one that you want to look at?
Come towards me a bit. There we go. Down a bit, back a bit.
Down back.
To me, to you,
Under
to
the
me, to
camera.
you.
Under the
So can you
camera.
see where the iPhone is?
Oh, under there.
Yeah.
There we
That
go.
one.
Forward a bit.
Forward.
Left a tiny bit.
Your left or my left?
See this coordination, guys.
Is that the right one though?
I'm just waiting for her to respond. So let me know, Louisa, if this is the right one that Karen's holding in her hand here. Guys, all the moulds are on the website. So sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. Go to the top of the page, Facebook Lives must-haves, and Facebook Lives must-haves. Drop down into this month's menu to Karen Davies. Karen has stocked us up, but before we leave tonight, anything that I'm out of stock, I can top up and buy. If there's anything in particular you want while I'm here, let me know and I'll grab it for you and I can sort it out tomorrow. Just message Karen Naylor on this feed. Don't private message her. Do it on this feed. Karen Naylor, I want. And then we can put it there. But if you start messaging her via Messenger, we'll just get dizzy and lost with it all. I don't know what's going on with Stag somewhere, Karen, but it looks like he's had a revival, hasn't he?
Gosh, yes. And there's only one cake with him on, I think. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm going to do the Stag bauble now. We've got
Maria Wilson said you doing that cake there sounded like the golden shot.
Yeah.
Do you know what the golden
Showing
shutters
our
are,
age
Tony?
now. No, she doesn't know.
All right, she doesn't know, does she?
No.
And Louisa said, yes, thanks, that was the cake.
Oh, good. Good. Okay. So you just use the mould exactly the way you would with sugar paste, okay? Dust with corn flour, press the dough in, and then just pull the mould back and take out. And there you go. There's the Stag bauble. So it's the same with all of these. Okay, they go onto a baking tray with parchment into the oven. All the details are on here for your temperatures, your 180 degrees. And they will take different lengths of time depending on the size of the cookie. Sorry, because that camera's there, that phone's there.
That's where you need to be.
Yeah, I keep thinking it's there,
Yeah.
and it's not.
Just
Okay,
have a
so
little
just
stop
remember the
under-
centre of the board.
Can you see where the camera is? If you just stop under, you can see it. It's on the top.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
of course.
that's
It's
where you
me.
need to
Oh, yes, silly me. Oh dear. I get worse. Okay, so now I've made lots of baubles. Like I say, you put them on a baking tray in the oven. You don't bake them in the mould. Lots of people think
I
you
know.
bake them in the mould.
I tell them all the time, don't bake in the mould. No, take them out.
There's no need at all. Okay, so I was very busy yesterday evening, quickly making these. So I've made lots of pieces from the wreath.
Right, question. Gillian Smith, I don't know whether I can say it today, Agrechechi says, have you used strong white bread flour for the cookies?
No, just plain flour.
Yeah.
Yeah, just plain flour. They're fine. You can use that, doesn't matter. It would be fine.
And who used the star mould yesterday? So, she's going fast. Tanya Didden says that she used the star mould for cookies yesterday. They were beautiful.
Oh,
She's ordered the
good.
baubles and 3 other moulds and she can't wait for them to arrive.
Aw,
She
good.
thinks your moulds have become your addiction.
I'm just putting all these out so you can see what I've got here. I haven't got a clue how this is going to end up. I don't know. I'm thinking, what colours shall I do? How shall I do this? So we'll have a think. I think we might have a little vote. See how many of you say baubles and how many say stars. Okay. So obviously I think the wreath is best based on a theme of baubles or stars. Okay, so what do you think? Shall I do the baubles or the stars?
You're going to have to do both.
I've only got one wreath.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. What
Do a bit of each.
a mixture.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Right. Okay then.
Your focus area, just before you start
Yeah.
building it, is pretty much where the smaller wreath leaves are.
Yeah.
So if you shift everything towards your empty side and use the area that you've been working
to
in,
work
is
there for doing
if that's
the
okay.
wreath. Yes, that's fine.
Thank you.
That's fine. Okay. Now I'm not going to do lots of strong colours on these. I don't
Yeah,
think.
we've got to do a mix because it's 50-50 stars and baubles is coming up.
I think if I do it sort of soft, and maybe just brush a little bit of green onto these. We'll see how we go. Now somewhere, yes, I've got some kitchen paper.
So question here, can you bought shop bought pastry? Yes, you can, to pop into the moulds.
Yeah, I did try it and I managed, but the shop bought pastry was very elastic.
Yeah.
Very, as you're pressing into the mould one way, it's pulling back another way. So it wasn't my favourite really. Okay, now I forgot to get all the, so many more brushes. No, I didn't get many brushes out.
Right, everyone, we're going to do a bit of everything. It's a definite 50-50 here, you know, that
Is
question.
it half one?
Stars, baubles, star baubles. But we've got
Oh.
Elaine Lawson, she's on it with us both.
Aw. Right, I've got some green powder. I just rub that onto the paper. And I just wanted a little hint of green really. I don't want to do lots because I want to be able to see that it is a cookie under there. Okay. These smell so nice.
Oh, tell me.
Really nice.
How much ginger did he have to, the recipe, we can put the recipe up on the website. You put as much ginger as you want.
I
Depends
think
how
I
strong
put
you
a
want.
teaspoon in. I don't think it says
Yeah.
on here.
Or you
No,
can
that's
use
not
our
gingerbread.
gingerbread flavoured icing sugar instead.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, so a nice big flat brush like this. I love these sort of brushes because you do everything very quick. And these flat ones seem to catch a lot of the detail. They pick up a lot of the detail as well.
So Ruth Moffat, the wreath mould is called winter wreath mould. So if you want the wreaths, they're on the winter wreath mould, and you get a few other bits in the winter wreath mould as well, don't you? What else do you get in there?
Everything you need for sort of Christmas.
Making a wreath, don't you?
Yeah, there's ivy, mistletoe, fir cones, holly, Christmas roses, poinsettias, and these two branches as well, large and small branches. I'll just put them all on here and just go for it now, quick. Trying to do this very quick.
Yeah. So while Karen's doing that, it's called the winter wreath mould. It's on the website. Talking of the recipe, you do get a recipe with Karen's moulds, okay? But it's also on our website a different recipe. Ours is a shortbread recipe, and lots of people like that as well. Now we do it with the flavoured icing sugars, but you can just do it with normal sugar or brown sugar. It's entirely up to you. But with the flavoured icing sugars, it makes your kitchen smell beautiful and they taste delicious.
Right, okay. Now, because I'm trying to think what I'm doing with the lusters and things. I don't want to do great detail on these. I think I might just put luster onto, just over them. I wonder if I've got a spray. Yeah, the quickest way is with a spray, isn't it? A little bit of luster. But you can brush it on and use, let's try this new one, because I haven't tried this before. The Twinkle Dust, the Rainbow Dust, Twinkle Dust Snow White. Let's have a little try of that first before I get the spray out. I'm just trying to think of it being quicker. Oh, that's pretty.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just going to do it on this one because this is like a snowball, this one.
So we're struggling to get hold of Bling Bling, which is one of the ones that we use. So I brought the Rainbow Dust Twinkle Dust. It's absolutely really lovely and pretty. We've got lots of sparkly ones. You just forget, you end up using one all the time, don't
get
you?
your favourite.
Yeah.
I'm going to paint that as well.
Yeah.
I'm using the Rejuvenator Spirit, the alcohol.
Yeah.
Just have a go there,
Sorry.
just to get some stronger.
I've got pins and needles in my leg.
Oh, is that sitting on the high stool?
I've got my leg's gone all dodgy for the last 2 weeks, so I'm now standing up and pushing Antonia off the chair.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't think when I moved the computer.
I'm going to just spray these so it's quick. I just thought it might be nice just doing a little bit of luster on them. Or maybe, no, let's leave those and just do the baubles with the luster. Keep changing my mind. Yeah, let's just do the baubles. So bring them down here, out of the way. And just give them a quick spray. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Right, now, I've just covered a cake board and I've put on a very rough looking ring. I did it last night in between making a roast dinner or something and there was no room. I couldn't get my rolling pin out or anything, so I just literally rolled a sausage of paste, flattened it and put it on a baking tray and baked it. So please excuse what it looks like. I've put it on this board. I'm going to move it up in a second, just move all these over a little bit and put it up there. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is just roughly put these on, just loosely, and see, I've got 6 of these, so we just see how to space them out first of all, because what I want to do is use any of the smaller pieces to fill in any
That looks
gaps.
fantastic, Karen.
Does it look nice?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
already.
brilliant.
Oh.
It does look brilliant, doesn't it look brilliant? And it looks nice on that background of green.
Yeah.
Really nice, yeah.
Oh.
It's really
So-
something different.
I haven't stuck this down yet because I want to sort of think about how I'm going to do this and hide. Yeah, so you see these are going to sort of fit around the edges. I'm hoping I've made enough, so because they just need to go wherever there's a gap and I can see underneath. I need to put these in really. Okay, so I think I'm just going to have to start sticking them
Doesn't
on.
this look great?
Just go for it. Okay, so let's take those off and get some royal icing. I suppose you could use chocolate, stick them on with chocolate. or the royal icing, whatever you prefer. So let me just see if I space these out a little bit better. That's okay, that'll do. Okay, right, so I've got some royal icing, which I've just coloured brown to sort of blend in a little bit.
What size ring did you make there, Karen?
I think it's about 9 inches.
Yeah.
You would just, if you were at home and you're doing it nice and neatly, just cut round a plate or a cake tin.
It looks like a 10-inch to me though.
Yeah, well, it's somewhere around there, roughly around.
I think it looks like a 10-inch with a 9-inch, with an 8-inch sort of centre.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic just like that, doesn't it, Antonia? Should we stick a stag in the middle, see if they want one?
Yeah, well, no, it was funny.
Have you got a
because
stag anywhere? They're going stag crazy
I
here.
don't think I have, but that would be nice actually.
I don't know what they're going on with
I was going
stags.
to emboss letters in the middle, and I
Yeah.
thought, oh, I don't know.
Oh,
how
forget
it's
the
gonna
letters,
fit.
let's stick a
Yeah.
stag in it. Go on, all you ladies who've just bought a stag, now you need a winter wreath and you can make this.
That would look gorgeous.
I think a stag on that green there would look fabulous. Where's your stag mould? Shall we go and make one of sugar paste?
I think we should. Do you have one?
What, the stag mould?
You've got
About.
one in your box,
I
have you?
would find one somewhere. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long, how much time we've got. We shall see. Right.
Yeah, there's me and you like, yeah! And Karen's like, oh no, I've got so much to do!
Without rooting for a stag
Lots
mould.
to fit in. Yeah. Now I'm just checking before I start to attach these. Yeah, how spaced out they are. That's okay. Right. So
Have you got a basket here with Christmas mould? then?
yes, it's the one on the left underneath the heater.
This big one?
Yeah, on the left.
Do you think the
That's
stag
Chris-
will be in here?
If it's going to be anywhere, it'll
It'll
be
be in
there.
there.
Yeah. So there's no getting out of it now, is there?
No, there's no getting out. Well, the thing is, Karen, you've got 13 orders for stags. And we haven't even showed them a stag yet.
Oh, I don't even know if I've got brown sugar paste coloured, so I might have to
Here
colour.
he is, here he
a little
is,
bit of
here he
paste.
is. You're going to have to make a stag to stick him in the middle. Who wants to see the stag stuck in the middle of this?
Well, me and you definitely do. How many others?
I just think the stag on that green board with the winter wreath round it is going to look stunning.
It would look nice.
So listen, Karen hasn't got brown sugar paste. You'll have to do with a white stag.
Oh, that's an idea, isn't it? It's white on the grey cake.
Dust it.
Pardon? Dust it. Yeah, you could dust it, couldn't you?
Well, I think with white it won't look very nice. But
No, but they'll get to, at least they get to see the stag mould then. The stag mould is not on the website. If you want it, just say, I want the stag mould, okay? And then Karen Naylor will pick it up, i.e. she'll add it to the list.
But message on here.
Yeah, but you must do it on this feed, write on this feed. Do not write anywhere else. Don't private message, don't nothing, say, I want the stag mould.
Yeah, so at Karen Naylor.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might miss it.
Yeah, well, we can go through the feed afterwards before we leave. And Barry's going to kill us tomorrow.
and he's making lots of stags.
They think a white stag would look beautiful. Do you know what? We could bling a white stag up, Karen. We could make him a twinkly white stag.
Gosh, getting all sorts of
And look, they're
ideas
all
now.
coming through. A stag would look great in white. You never thought you was going to be making a stag tonight, did you? Of all the
It
molds you've
wasn't
got.
part of my master plan.
It was meant to be Christmas baubles and stars, you lot.
Oh. No, we've got to do what they want to see.
Oh,
It's the
the
whole
whole
idea, isn't it? I mean, it's no good me doing things they don't want to see, really. So I'm not worried too much. There's some little gaps and awkward bits there. So I'm just filling in.
Just watch your head under
Oh,
the camera.
sorry.
It's alright, I'm switching between the angles.
Ah, right, okay, she switched
I'm,
over
I'm
for you.
compensating now.
But actually, that's a nice view, anyhow. That
Yeah,
way.
you can
It
see
does look
what-
nice, can't it?
You doing?
You're all right, Karen. You can stick your head under now. We've
Okay.
sorted it.
Fine. All right. Right, so there's a few bits you think, oh, there's a gap there, but you can do other things. I'm going to use like the snowflakes mould, put the odd snowflake on it.
I can't see any gaps.
You can't. Good. Good. There's some like things moving because the royal icing, it hasn't set and it's still a bit soft. You know, if I just put these on loose, I think it would be nice to see what they would look like how many have we got? Oh, it is all 6. So we just spread that out.
Right, I'm going to have to put this stag mould on the website. So, Antonia, can you read comments, please?
Yes, of course.
So I'm going to get Antonia to read comments. Do you want to do it on mine?
Yeah.
I'm going to get Antonia to read comments while I put this stag mould on the website, because otherwise, and then you can Karen can have them then. Sorry, Karen.
It's okay.
Distracted. See, they're saying I'm mischievous. I didn't start. Did I? I didn't start the stag conversation. This is Jacqueline.
Stag
Stag gate, yeah.
No, I think they look better with one or the other on. I don't think I liked the 2 different ones mixed together. Okay, so I think it's better sticking to one or the other, the stars or the baubles. Okay, so I think I'm going to carry on with the baubles. Just attach the baubles on here, and then add a few other little bits and pieces to.
Oh, you're getting lots of love hearts now.
To finish it.
Pat McKenzie says amazing. And wow, wow, wow from Judy.
Oh gosh. Oh. Okay. So I'll put those to one side. I think it needs a bow. Nice bow at the bottom there, and a few little other bits and bobs. So this is our bow mould, and this will be a nice size, the big one here. I think maybe just in white.
To match the stag.
Yeah. Oh dear. So I'm using our sugar paste. You've all seen this and heard of this. Works perfectly in the moulds, if you can get it open. So there's vanilla or marshmallow. We're just waiting for the marshmallow to be delivered any day now.
Debbie Hargreaves, stop it. She says, I can feel a chant coming on. I want a stag. I want a stag.
I know. Go on, can someone just tell me why you've all gone stag mad? We're meant to be doing baubles and stars here.
Oh, there we go. Margaret's on it. How long do the cookies last for?
Oh, depends how quick you eat them, I think. Again, it depends how they're baked, how they're stored. It's one of them. Some people will say they'll last 5 days. They're fresh homemade cookies. They're not like you buy in a supermarket. I think people expect things to last as long as they do when you buy them from a supermarket with preservatives and whatever in them. They won't last or keep for over a week.
They
People
don't
say,
take long to make, to be fair.
No, people do say different things about them, how long they last.
Listen, the cookies don't take
I
5
just-
minutes to make.
Yeah, I just think a few days, really.
Yeah.
Barbara Ann Ford is asking what shade of green have you used to cover your board?
On that board, that is spruce green, sugar flare spruce green, that one. But there'll be other makes with it.
And Charlotte's asking which Lustered dusts have you used on the baubles?
That was,
as well.
You can use pearl white, rainbow dust pearl white. The other one I've got there, Carol brought over to me, which is really good. Twinkle dust, snow white, that's nice, that one.
And you
That's
painted
very
it.
sparkly. I brushed it on and then I painted it because I didn't get enough depth with it. I liked it painted. So there, that one, I'll brush a bit of it onto there and just give it a little bit of sparkle. Oops, on this one.
And Rose is asking, can you make the stag 3D? Back on stag, I'm sorry.
No, it's not. It's just the one side you see, really. I just put some royal icing there for the bow.
Barry's going to kill us tomorrow, isn't it?
I'll say it's Carol's fault. It's Carol's fault. No, there is always something that we need a lot of making. It seems to go from one mould to the next in popularity, different moulds.
There must be something going on to do with stags that we've missed out on.
Now, I think this would look nice with a few odd little snowflakes around. I wish I'd made some earlier. So we'll just press that in. If it feels sticky on your fingers, just put a little bit of corn flour on them. This, actually, I've probably put the right amount in, which is a bit annoying. I like to put too much in. and then just brush it off like that, okay? And then that comes out really easy, and you've got those holes in the centre, so it's a really nice snowflake. It looks a bit scary to get out, but just bend, and turn the mould over and just flex it and bend it, and even if you flick it as well, it comes out. It's not stuck, it's so light that it just sort of sits quite happily in the mould. It doesn't want to come out, it's just being difficult. But when I say that's probably the wrong word to use, it's not, it's just too light, there's no weight. With all our moulds, you know, they just fall out because they're so big and chunky. With this one here, you see, if I just do that, you can see it comes out really easy. Let's do this little one.
Those are so effective. Every time I see them in use, I'm like, wow.
There's no need to use a knife, right? Just brush off with your thumb, press hard and brush. Okay. I'll do that again because it was quick and easy, that one. And then do the big one at the end. Okay, so we've put too much in because it's tricky. When you look at that, you don't want to be pushing little pieces into all those little snowflake edges there. And you can either pick up corn flour on your fingers and press on, or just dust some onto the back of the snowflake and then just push it in, cleaning up with your fingers as you go, and then brush off like that.
Have you put the stag mould?
I'm just doing it, just hold on.
Because people are asking, do they bother asking Karen, or are they
I'm
putting
going to
their
put
order
them
in
on the
direct?
website in a minute, and then you can get them. Just hold on a minute. I'm just trying out a picture. For some reason, I've lost 2 pictures of my native feathers.
Well, they're loving us on tour.
Hey.
Margaret Kirk says Sugar and Crumbs on tour is brilliant. So Karen, it looks like we'll be coming again.
Good. Oh. Right, so I'm just going to dot some snowflakes about. And the last one.
And
I think you could carry on, you could put some more on or whatever. You could also, where is the winter wreath? You could also make some little bits of holly to put around it. Whatever, you know, a few more little sugar paste decorations. So it's not just a cookie wreath.
Can you
know,
pull it back towards you?
Sorry, you can do lots of different things with it, add lots of different ideas. I'm going to move on because I've got to do a stag.
Yeah.
In the centre there.
Can you pull the cookie wreath towards you a sec?
Oh, there it is.
'Cause
What,
it's
sorry?
The cookie,
yes,
the actual
this,
wreath. We
yeah.
can see half of it.
Oh, there you go.
So ladies, the Rustic Stag is in stock. So all those that have reserved one with Karen now, what you can do now is just go to the website and place your order. It's in stock. I've also stocked up the autumn leaf as well. So don't worry, Karen. So Rustic Stag is in stock. Autumn leaf I've updated.
Okay, what I'm going to do now is the stag. So I think it would look really nice with just the stag's head in the middle rather than the whole stag. Okay, so I'm going to make this one here with the antlers, this nice big fella here.
That looks so good, you know, with those baubles. I've missed it. I've missed it because I put that product on the website, but
Yeah.
that looks fantastic.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
wreath.
well really, I mean that
Doesn't
I
it look
used
amazing?
All the love.
I need a little bit more. I think we'll look better with
I don't,
more
Karen,
of them.
I think you've undersold yourself. It looks fantastic.
You
Like
always
Honestly.
criticise your own, don't
Yeah,
you? You know,
you
I
need to check
know
it in.
I know I need a few more little bits.
no,
of,
but it looks amazing like that. Honestly, the love hearts that you've had for that,
oh,
they love it.
yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so soften some sugar paste.
And I meant to say, everyone, don't forget to like and share. Like and share to be in with a chance to win a £25 voucher from Sugar and Crumbs. So keep liking and sharing, but please not into the class groups.
And is the winter wreath mould in stock?
The winter wreath is in
Sheila
stock.
is asking. Oh, loads of love hearts flooding through. Linda Thirlwall Kelly says amazing, and Jackie Adams says less is more.
Yeah.
It looks very,
Thank you.
I've got to be honest, Karen, it looks
So
very
glad.
classy like that. And by the time we've stuck a stag in the middle, it'd be more than enough.
Yeah.
The winter wreath is in stock. Yes, it is. Now somebody's asking me for a dog cake. What's this? Have we got a dog cake out there, Karen?
No, on
No.
the website, I think. It's on the stag picture, I think she was meaning.
Well, it's got dogs on it.
It's a dog cake picture, not the stag mould.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. Well, that's how I interpreted it.
No, I don't think it is.
Well, I didn't think it would be.
Let me go and have a look. I'm sure I pulled a picture off of the...
Of the stag.
Yeah. It's knocked you off your pedestal. What are you going to do tonight? There you were, Karen.
Yes.
All organised.
Would have been on my mince pies.
Yeah, exactly. You're all organised. You had it in.
Oh, no.
They're trying to keep-
No, it's nice doing things that people want to see. You've got
Yeah.
to do. You know, it's no good me just doing things that I want to do. You know, it's got to be.
Yeah, but you know,
to
Karen
help
had a lovely
people.
setup tonight. All going to go with the flow, and you lot have all knocked her off. Look, she's all flustered. She's flustered.
I'm not flustered. I'm not, honestly. Right, I'm just going to turn him round to take off some of that excess paste. You know, a lot of moulds, you just work your way from the top to the bottom, don't you, and take it off. But if you suddenly find yourself with a thick lump somewhere, just take it off wherever it is. And that all helps. So he's ready to come out now. Just need to push a little bit more there. Okay, he's ready. Make sure there's nothing over the edge. You've pressed really hard everywhere. And then you can see he's not going to stick. He's nice and loose. If you're worried about the antlers, don't be. They will just come out
forward
with
a
the weight.
tiny
Sorry,
bit.
I'm going to put that there and just bend it. And there he is. Okay, and he's
Wow.
ready to go into the middle. If there's any bits of the antlers there where you think, oh, I haven't done that very good, just point them a little bit. It's fine. Now, have I got some, yes, edible glue. So if I just turn him over a second and brush this on very thinly.
Trish, we are waiting to hear back from our supplier of Calabo. They promised it several times and they have not delivered, basically.
And they've lost 13 pallets. They did tell me on Friday they were dispatching, and then today I've rang them and the dispatch has been delayed. I've no idea what for. So I've taken it all out of stock because I don't want anybody to be angry that we've got it in stock. So I put it in stock because they said we were getting it. I've taken it out of stock because there's been a change of plan. As soon as it's been dispatched, I'll let you know. But they did tell me on Friday they were dispatching.
I'm just looking to see if I have got some green and a little bit of red. I think they look nice, a little bit holly, do you?
Well, you've got wowzers. That's fabulous.
Just
Loads
a
of
stag mold.
no from what she's just done, yeah, with the stag and the wreath.
I haven't seen it yet because I'm too busy on here.
Beautiful. That's fabulous. Quick, sneak a peek.
Oh, that does look nice, doesn't it? Doesn't that look fabulous? That it does look
It
nice.
does. It's a really
Have we
good
found out
idea.
why they've gone stag crazy at the moment?
Well, there are lots of stag decorations out there.
Gnomes and stags, isn't it? It's just
Honestly, my
all gnomes
whole
and stags this year.
my whole screen has been flooded by love hearts and wow faces. So
Oh,
they're all very,
Very
very
kind.
impressed.
very kind. This green is probably slightly light for holly, but it'll do. It'll do. Let's put a tiny, tiny touch of glue on the back. I've just put the red in for the berries. And then want a little piece of green. And to make it easy for yourself, don't just put a ball of paste in, just pinch like this. So you've got the paste for the 3 leaves, okay? And that will make it so much easier to press in here like this, okay?
That really did make it easier, didn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit thick here. I'll tell you a little trick with that as well. It's not that bad actually, but you can, if there's too much there, like there is on mine.
Go a tiny bit further forward.
Sorry, scissors. Have I got
There you
some little scissors? I'm just going to cut that off at the back.
Oh, you're changing it. Carol's changing it now with foley. Yep.
Why? What's wrong with it?
They're all saying it's a dog.
There's a dog.
The dog cake in the place of the stag mould.
What is it? Right. doesn't show a dog cake where I've got it. Just let me hang on.
Oh.
I'm just trying to put the lovebirds picture in at the moment.
And Elaine Lawton says, Carol, it's the rutting season.
Yeah. That's what Karen Davies said the same. It's the rutting season.
I have no idea what that means. I'm like, what's a rutting season?
Right, so let me just go and have a look at the website. So it's showing a picture of the dogs, is it? In the stag mould.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, if you do hear us faintly talking as well, like it's because we don't like the really annoying captions. So we're trying to keep the audio level low. So if you do hear a slight muffle, don't worry, there's no ghost. Because I realise I can see the sound levels are picking it up slightly.
Oh, it's a bit weird. In the silicone mould for the lovebirds, it's put satin icing. I think my website's having a bit of a fit. Here.
I'm just carrying on making a few little holly leaves just to put in.
Oh, that's really weird.
Yeah, that's really weird. Right, okay, don't worry. I'm going to sort this out right now. I'm going to name the image and then I'll sort it out.
Yeah, so there you go. I've just added a few little pieces of holly. I think just needed a little pop of colour on that,
That's
didn't it?
gorgeous.
Okay.
Towards you a bit.
Towards me, to you.
There you go.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That looks amazing, Karen.
Yeah. And I think he'd look nice
So
with a red
clever.
bow as well. A red bow instead of the white bow now, because he's white in the middle. But I don't know if I've got red. Probably haven't. No. Oh, it's a shame. No, I think that would. Oh yeah, hang on. Oh, it's not enough though, I don't think. Or is it? Let's see.
Loads of love. Loads. Oh, thanks, Karen.
I'm just going to make a red bow. Show you the difference now, because there's a white stag in the centre.
Right, guys, don't worry about the picture. They're on the website. My computer's having a fit here and putting random pictures in, but on the back end it's got the correct pictures. So if it just says stag or lovebirds or whatever it is and it's got a different picture, do not worry, just order it. You'll get what it actually says.
But they're all loving this, Karen.
It's just something a little bit different, isn't it? And there's nothing to stop you doing that on top of a cake either.
No.
You know, you can do a cookie wreath on top of your cake. So many options.
You know, you're getting loads of compliments.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, I just wanted to try it with the red bow. Just get some of the cornflour off.
I think it's going to really finish it.
Oops, oh, I've stuck it on. I forgot I'd stuck it on. Yeah, so actually, I don't know. I like
Towards
both.
you?
I can't decide, red or white.
Towards you?
Okay.
For me, red.
Red?
Because I like how it makes the stag pop.
Yeah. That's it. Okay.
That looks fantastic.
Okay, so
It does look,
now
I like the red actually.
Yeah.
we'll
I
go
like
on.
the white, but I think with the stag in it, I think it looks lovely
once
with
the
the red.
stag went in, I
Yeah.
thought, oh, I should have done red.
Yeah.
So you can't win. The other thing you could do as well, I forgot to say, instead of these baubles, the Christmas stars look lovely. I mean, if you're doing it as a cookie, you know, you've got your cookie wreath, then these would look nice as well. You know, or instead of like the baubles that are on it now, if you just had all the different little Christmas stars on, that would look really, really cute.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Oh, we've got one white, but everyone else seems to be
They're all
saying
going
red.
for red. Oh. Okay, so now I want to quickly explain how to make the mince pies using the moulds, because I just do them slightly differently to how I normally do mince pies. I make mince pies every year at Christmas because I absolutely love them.
And can I just say, I had one as a treat today. They were delicious. Right, I've managed to sort my lovebirds out. I'm now going to go and sort my stag out. Don't know what's going on here.
Okay, so we get that out
Definitely votes for the red.
of the way. Oh, all like in the red.
It does make it pop the red, doesn't it?
Good, good.
But I did like the white one before.
I think
Okay.
if you hadn't shown us the red, I'd have been like, oh yeah, wow.
Yeah.
And then seeing the red, I was like, oh no,
Yeah,
wow.
Right, I've made some pastry. This is sweet short crust pastry. I haven't got the recipe written down, but I do know it's 230 grams of plain flour, 125 grams of unsalted butter, 50 grams of icing sugar, 1 egg yolk, and 2 tablespoons of milk.
What do you need doing, Antonia?
Oh, just that camera's.
Now, I always make it
It's gone.
in the food processor or on my Kenwood Chef.
Do
Just
you want to sit up over there and get the cable?
so
I
it's
can't.
nice and
I
easy.
can-
No, because it's the overhead. So if that one dies, that one's the priority.
Oh, right.
You okay?
That'd be charged up that enough though. No. Sorry, we're down to 2 cameras now.
Oh,
We haven't got this side one.
yeah.
In our rush out today, we forgot one of the cables.
We packed the wrong.
We're going to blame Simon because he gave us the cables.
Only
she
because
did.
he's not here.
To defend himself. Poor Simon.
Well, he passed us the cables and we didn't
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Oh.
half 6 of
Yeah.
one and half a dozen of the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
It's in our excitement to get here.
Right, the pastry. This was made this morning and chilled in the fridge. Okay, I've only rolled a small piece out just to explain how I do them, what I do. It's slightly different to how I normally make my mince pies. I normally roll out, cut out the bases, put them in the tins, put the mincemeat in, put the lids on, bake them. But with these I do it slightly differently. Now I've rolled that out very thin. I want it very thin because even though it's been in the fridge, it will still, when it bakes, it will still sort of contract and puff up very, very slightly.
Right, I can get back to the live now because we now have a
Yeah.
stag mould on the website.
Ah, good,
So-
good. Good.
Will you be doing Valentine's moulds after Christmas?
I haven't got anything planned at the moment.
Right, good.
Yeah, we haven't got much planned at the
Can we
moment.
just concentrate on Christmas?
Yeah, we finally got to it.
Karen had a whole plan tonight and we've knocked her off by doing a stag.
Oh.
Yes, everybody can order the stag mould through the website now. They're in stock. So order through the website. It'll make our life a lot easier and yours too.
Now, I should have measured that cutter, and I didn't, but I think it's a 4-inch, 3.5, 4-inch. On the baking tray, yeah, if you look there, it's about 1 centimetre bigger each, all around the edge there. So that's sort of the size you want for the base. Okay, so if you just lightly grease your tin and then put the case in. Push it in slowly, otherwise, because the pastry's so thin, it will start to pleat. So just push it in very gently. If they do, just press them down, put them in. Okay. And the last one, I'll just do 2. Done that very well. It is starting to go slightly soft because it's been out. The heater's on, isn't it, on the wall, directly at us. So it has been out since we started, which is not 2 hours ago. We've been going nearly 2 hours.
Yeah.
Where's that?
1 hour
We're doing all the
50.
cakes.
Oh, I can't believe that. So I'm
Don't
feeling-
worry. Listen, our team don't mind us going over. Do you girls? They're all loving it down here.
Oh,
Yeah, they'll keep you all night if you let them.
Oh, I've just pricked the bottom with a fork because I can feel there's some air underneath, just puffing up underneath. Because, like I say, the pastry is a bit soft. I don't want to rip it because it has warmed up a lot because it's been sat here. Now, what I'm going to do is just half fill with mincemeat, not put a lot, well, not even half really, just to weight down the pastry. And then I bake that as it is like that. Okay, so obviously fill your tray. Put all your cases in, fill them, put the mincemeat in, and then bake the base of the mince pie just as it is like that. Okay, so like when they're done, they come out like this. Then I top up with the mincemeat. Now this mincemeat has got vegetarian suet in it. I did these a few weeks ago, and someone said, "Oh, you can't put mincemeat on the top, because that one's been baked." This hasn't, but it's vegetarian suet. Okay, so it's fine. And I do it this way. I'm going to make the top separately because I sort of practiced this, making all these different mince pies. Sometimes they worked, sometimes they didn't, but I found it was so much easier to just bake the lids separately, because then you didn't get that gooey mess bursting out the sides and running down into the tin. With these, I can really, really fill that case full of mincemeat. Get loads of mincemeat in, because then when you've baked the tops and you put them on, the top just sticks to that mincemeat. And then you just warm them up gently in the oven so that they're warm when you want to eat them. Okay, so I'll just do a few. Put a few more on. Oh, it smells so nice.
I know, I'm regretting not having one earlier now. But it was so close to dinner, now I'm like, oh.
Did you have one before?
No, because I was like, we're going to be eating in a bit, so I didn't want to ruin my appetite. And now this is instant regret.
I'm having one before I go home, I don't care.
So now the tops.
That makes two of us.
So many different ways to do the tops. Okay. Let's do snowflakes first.
They're all saying you could always do a carol and go on till 10:30. Nikki King says they're here till
We're
whenever.
not far off it.
Karen Naylor says she's in work at 7, so there's no point of going to bed.
Oh, oh dear. Oh.
You just keep going, Karen.
Oh.
How much is the snowflake mould, Karen? Can you remember?
$26.99.
It's $26.99, Paula, the snowflake
really
mould.
Yeah.
It's a massive mould though. Have a look at it. It's a mix, and not only that, you don't just have to use it for. Well, you've just shown them, haven't you?
Yeah.
You don't have to use it for just going around the side of the cake. Cut shapes out of it.
Yeah. Right. So I've just cornfloured the mould. Put the pastry on top, and then, like you would with your sugar paste, just roll it in. Okay. And then it just comes out like your sugar paste does. I love that.
Sorry, I've just got to laugh. They're going, always blame who isn't there. That's the rules. Yes, blame Simon. Simon's fault again.
Oh.
To be fair, it is true.
Yeah, we're not making it up.
Poor Simon, he's in trouble again. But it is true. He passed us the cables as we were going out.
No, but to be
it's
fair,
our fault we didn't check them.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Is he outnumbered, is he?
Can you repeat your pastry recipe again?
Yes. Let me think. 230 grams of plain flour, 125 grams of butter, 50 grams of icing sugar. So that's all mixed together like breadcrumbs. You can do it in your mixer or your food processor, which makes it very easy. Then 1 egg yolk and 2 tablespoons of milk. Okay, and then rest in the fridge.
Rest in the fridge. Brilliant. Michelle Mum says, if you don't reheat the mince pies, are they still okay if all the mincemeat hasn't been cooked?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be cooked.
Because it's already been cooked?
Yeah, it's already cooked and it's got vegetarian suet in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it didn't have vegetarian suet, would you have
if it
to...
had
the normal
meat.
suet,
Yeah.
So only vegetarian suet, guys.
Okay, right.
Have you told them your own mincemeat recipe? Have I missed that?
No, I didn't do a mincemeat recipe.
You
That's
just
my
put a jar.
mincemeat recipe.
Oh, listen, if
I
you
love that one.
if you're using it out of
That's
jar,
nice.
don't ever worry if it's out of jar. You don't need to. It's
Every year I say I'm going to make it and then I never do.
yeah, if you're using it out of a jar, you don't need to worry about it being cooked.
I love Christmas and Christmas food, Christmas recipes, everything. But it's our busiest time of year here, leading up to it all, so I'm always behind.
Well, I hope
with
you've got some more
everything.
left, Karen, because we're having one.
Oh dear.
I've already had. Have you got any more out there?
Not out there, no.
Where are they?
No, that's it.
Right, we'll have to take them home to warm them up ourselves tomorrow.
Oh. Right, another one, a nice one to use is the basket weave, believe it or not. So
Yeah.
some corn flour in, put the pastry in, and then roll. Turn over and pull off.
Yeah, that's
There
lovely
you
as
go,
well,
you've got
isn't
a
it?
basket weave. Oh, there it is. I wonder where the lid was.
What about your baubles mould for the top of
yes.
them? Are you on that one next,
Give
are
me
you?
a chance. Give me a chance.
She's got it all planned out, Carol.
Yeah.
Don't pull a stag out on her.
Yeah, no stags and mince pies. Sorry. Oh yes, the bauble, the stag bauble does go on a mince pie. Really,
Oh yeah,
really
you've got
well.
a stag bauble, haven't
Yes,
you?
he does. He works really well. Okay, so I've got the winter wreath here. Oh, I'll do this one actually, the bigger one.
That looks so good, you know, that basket weave one, doesn't it?
Yeah, they look slightly big, but don't forget they are going to
Shrink back a bit.
shrink a little bit when they're baked. They're not, the cookies spread, the pastry shrinks.
And thanks, Gillian. Yes, the new flavoured icing sugars will be so yummy with these. I tell you what, if you use whipping it up as well, you don't even need to add egg to make your biscuits. You just add water and you're done.
Can't wait to try all these.
I brought you whipping it up for you to try. Yeah.
Can't wait. Okay, so that's the holly. Just take that out.
They're drooling.
So am I.
I know I'm drooling. I want a mince pie now. We're going to have to wait while she puts them in the oven.
Just brush with a little bit of water to stick that on, okay? And then some others you can do. Baubles. These are great for mince pie tops. That one is a little bit big, but it depends. It depends really what size, how big you do them. And the trays are slightly different as well, because that
You have
one,
to have the
that's
lower
like
ones, don't you?
the shallow. I've used the muffin ones because
Yeah.
they shrink a bit. They work really well actually, but these were done, I think, in that one. So when I've rolled out the pastry, sometimes rather than re-kneading it, I'll put it straight into the bauble tops because it's flat. It's been rolled flat. And the creases in the pastry seem to just press together really well.
Can I just tell you, I used your bauble mould in my cupcake bouquet class 2 weeks ago, wasn't it, Antonia?
Yeah.
And you should have seen all the lovely comments I got on Facebook about it. And I painted them up, and I actually thought I did a rubbish paint job. And then, because I was apologising in the class about my rubbish paint job. And when I looked at them after, they looked freaking amazing.
Yeah. Oh. Good.
Yeah, it wasn't rubbish at all.
Yeah,
It's one of those
see there,
moments.
I haven't kneaded that back together because you don't want to handle it too much either. If you start to feel it going soft, put it back in the fridge, or you can put these in the fridge before you bake them as well. It's another way to do it. I do that with the cookies sometimes. You know, if you take a while making them, if it's warm weather, or if you get called away and you don't get a chance to get them straight in the oven, put them back in the fridge for a little while to chill a bit longer.
Well, Alison Underwood has just ordered 4 of your moulds with us tonight, which is great.
Thank you, Alison.
Guys, if you want to use whipping it up to make biscuits, it makes really easy biscuits. But do go to our recipe website and then go to the category whipping it up, or just put search whipping it up, and all the recipes will come up. It's the easiest. It's even easier than the easy biscuit recipe.
Right, so pretend they've been baked. Have you all got good imaginations? Right, and I will bring out some mince pie tops. There we go. These are all pastry I made earlier, as they say. I'm trying to find ones that aren't decorated. So, oh, these are great as well. The little stars. You can use the star moulds to make them. Now, was there a better one than that? Are they? I'm trying to think. I've got some dotted about as well. Yeah, okay. I've got a snowman. Oh, that's a bit better one. Anyway. And a present. Yeah. So there's lots of different. Snowflakes. Have I coloured them all?
So guys, I've topped up the website while I've been here. If there's anything you want tonight, let me know, and or if I run out of stock, let me know. I can carry on shopping with Karen afterwards. We would like to go home at some point, but we'll keep Karen busy in the warehouse.
Oh. Right, these, the stars, you just pop them on the top. Like, make sure there's plenty of mincemeat in, so that top sticks to the mincemeat and you push it down so it stays on. Okay.
They look lovely.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look fantastic.
Good. And then the others here.
Are they cooked them? Yeah.
Yeah, these are, you're pretending now they've just come out the oven.
Right.
Okay.
So we're sorted, Carol.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, they have been here a few days.
Oh, have
They're
they?
they're
No,
not
they're
fresh. They're not fresh. I had to prepare some earlier, as they say, quite a lot earlier. Okay, so these here, I'm just going to spray with a little bit of Luster.
Oh, I love Lustered spray. I love the smell.
I mean, I don't really want to colour these with powders
No.
and things. I think it look a bit weird, a bit not, I
Yeah.
don't know, not quite right. So,
The Luster spray though, do you think it
I
smells
didn't put
nice?
any extra stuff in there. I love the smell. It's like
Yeah.
vanilla, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's just vanilla. It's gorgeous. So, yeah, forgot to fill that one up. That one's nice and full, and then they are a really good size to just sit on the top there. Okay, I should
Don't
take them
forget
out,
to like
shouldn't
and
I?
share, everybody, to be in with a chance of winning a £25 voucher with Sugar and Crumbs drawn on Friday. So we did, because we did a class last Friday, we did all the prizes this morning. So Karen shouted out all the prizes this morning for last week's.
Right, so
They're loving all your fantastic ideas. Isn't she doing a good job, everyone?
do you have magic sparkles now?
I do, yeah.
Yes, oh right. One of my favourite things ever, magic sparkles. I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on the mince pies. So when you buy your magic sparkles, I can't get the lid off now because my hands are greasy. Oh, there we go. They're quite large flakes. You'd probably be able to see them quite well on the board if I sprinkle them on the board there. Okay, but they break up really, really easily. So if you hold the pot like that, okay, so none of the glitter can escape really. If you hold it like that, it's going to fall out. So hold it like this, and then stir your paintbrush handle round and round, and you can hear the noise. Well, that's it now. They're all broken up and nice and fine. A pestle and mortar does it even quicker, but that's all you need to do. If you've got a water, you can spray them with a mist of water, but I don't really want to because it's pastry. I don't really want to make it soggy. So I'll just sprinkle that all over. It's so pretty. I mean, that you could brush it with a little bit of edible glue or something and just put the glitter on where you want it to go, but I think just all over looks really nice. And then here on the basket weave.
Yeah, I love magic sparkles.
Get carried away with it.
I'll
I'll
put
put a little bit on these.
I'll put the magic sparkles in the wish list as well.
Yeah, they're lovely and they are safe. They are food.
Yeah.
They are not, you know, you worry about the glitters. Are they non-toxic and things like that? It's still, if they're non-toxic, it still doesn't mean they're made from food. So these are made from modified cornstarch, which you find in pizza toppings, gravies, sauces, so many different food things. So they are safe to eat. So I'll bring over some here, some of the mince pies, because I've also used the Christmas stars just in the little sugar paste ones, just to put on the top. Again, they're shop bought, to be quick. I think it was when the photographer came in about 3 weeks ago. We just had to do something quick because we've been up the wall. So yeah, you don't even have to bake, you know, you can just buy your mince pies, have a bit of fun making the decorations and put them on the top like that. Or, you know, like before, if I let me just fill another mince pie and show you. Yeah, if I just fill that up, top it up with the mincemeat.
Annette Lawson says she puts her glitter in the pepper pot and it comes out lovely.
Yes,
That's a good idea, isn't
yeah,
it?
the grinder.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah. So see, you can just put your star on top of your mincemeat like that. Very delicious.
Looking good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Oh.
And then finally, there's a few things on here. I didn't do the snowflake one before, did I? That sort of goes with these. That's nice. That's how that comes out baked. Okay. So you see, just the top stays on. And then there's cupcakes as well. So you've got your baubles as cupcake tops, your stag, and your pretty lacy pearl.
Doesn't everything look fabulous, everyone? What do you all think? Lisa Miles says her little people would love them. Oh, kiddies would. They'd go mad for them.
Big
wouldn't
people
they?
do as well.
Yeah, I was going to say big people do as well.
We all do.
Well, we're all going yum yum here, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope that's given you some ideas anyway.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's nice, isn't it? Doing a few little different things and getting the most out of your moulds.
Absolutely fabulous.
Not just for cakes for mince pies, cookies.
Right, everyone, let Karen know how much you've enjoyed tonight's live. They've all been going bonkers. They've absolutely loved the live tonight. So she's worked really hard and even fitted in a stag, which wasn't on the agenda.
The surprise Stag.
Barry's going to kill us tomorrow. So, yes, everybody's saying they absolutely love the live tonight. Everything is on the Sugar and Crumbs website. Go to the actual website, sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. On the top right hand side is FB must-haves. Drop down to this month. In there you'll see Karen Davies, and everything Karen has used tonight is actually in that section. So you don't even have to go looking around the website. I've just realised I need to put some of that spray in, PME Luster spray. So
I'm just doing, just to finish off, I'm just going to do the Christmas stars on here. I have to fiddle about and change things.
But it's nice seeing the different looks that you can achieve.
That's it.
And all those people who voted stars earlier.
That's a bit wobbly. I need more icing up there. There you go. As with the stars.
Doesn't it look fantastic, Karen? Yeah.
Onwards.
So which way? That way?
There.
Yeah. Doesn't that look fantastic,
The
everyone?
other thing that
doesn't
would
it?
look nice, dare I say it,
Go on.
instead of the stag in the middle,
Go on, take the stag out.
you could do. I'm not going to because he's glued everywhere. You could do the larger size Santa star in the middle. And not have Santa there. You'd do all the different ones around there. That would be nice.
lovely.
So there's a lot, so many different things. You
Absolutely
can do.
lovely.
Yeah.
Isn't it fabulous,
I like
everyone?
that. I like that one. With the stars on. That's
Doesn't it all look fabulous, everyone? Absolutely stunning, everything. So if you want your moulds, pop over to the Sugar and Crumbs website. Everything's in the must-haves Facebook lives. The recipe is on the website for the easy shortbread recipe. Karen's recipe is actually in with her moulds as well.
With the cookie ones and a few others.
With any moulds that's got the word cookie on it, you'll find it in there. And to be fair, you know what? If I remember tomorrow, someone can message me, Karen Naylor, that's your job tomorrow to put on the cookie recipe website on the community page for everyone. So enjoy doing your shopping, everyone, and thank you so much, Karen. It's been a great night. And have you all loved us coming down here? Should we come down here again? Yay! Well, we've really enjoyed it. And
good.
thank you for our fish and chip tea.
Oh, you're welcome. I
Enjoyed a cheat day.
Great. Right, everyone, thank you very much. Go and enjoy your shopping, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.